If you have ever been to the incredible science center that is COSI, you may recall seeing giant tubes of recycled materials on display. And that's just one of the ways that SWACO and COSI are working together to educate families on recycling the right way. In this segment sponsored by SWACO, we're learning more about this partnership that's been going strong for years. I know it's going to be a fun day when I have two of the most amazing people with me. We have Dr. Frederick Bertley from COSI alongside Hannah Greer-Brown, a recycling guru from SWACO. So good to see you both.
Great to be here.
Thanks for having us.
All right, Dr. Bertley, how did this partnership between COSI and SWACO begin? Bring us back. Give us a little history into, how that amazing exhibit came to be behind you.
Yeah, so first of all, COSI is a cultural institution, and we care about kind of all of society. And SWACO is an incredible company that's very much interested in making sure we take care of our recycling needs. And so it was an absolute obvious marriage for us to get together way back in the day, and we did so. But we said, okay, along from us kind of partnering, what can we do to have a bigger impact? Let's have an exhibition around recycling, because that'll make people feel comfortable to come to COSI to hear about it, and SWACO was the best partner to do that. And so enter SWACO, and I'll let Hannah talk about the great goodness of SWACO from their side, but really it was a marriage of two equal-minded institutions that wanted to make sure the public understood in a very, not hitting you over the head way, but a very affectionate way of understanding the importance and goodness of recycling.
And just give us a brief overview of what that exhibit is, because we're seeing it behind you. It's a few towers, essentially, right?
Yeah, it's a few towers here, and it actually goes further behind, and it's really about you can make a difference. And one of the things that's tough for people about understanding recycling is they don't necessarily know how I, as an individual, can make a difference. You hear about this climate change, you hear about the bigger picture. Well, what the genius of SWACO and the work that they've done with helping us make this exhibit is it's about how you can recycle and what you need to know for this specific region. So if you're in Central Ohio, if you're in this space, this is how what you do can actually impact recycling and impact the carbon footprint.
Okay, so Hannah, then I want you to talk a little bit about the end goal, because this is to make recycling not so much a chore, right, but something to come naturally. And we know that has environmental, that has economic benefits. So share with us on that end what you want people to do.
Absolutely. So as Dr. Bertley mentioned, recycling programs can be different from community to community, but what kind of bridges the gap among all recycling programs is that there are both environmental and economic benefits of recycling. And so I feel like so many of us know that recycling is good for the environment. It reduces pollution, we conserve natural resources, and we ultimately reduce our reliance on the landfill, which can mean we're also reducing our carbon footprint. But what is so interesting and what many people might not know is that there are so many economic benefits to recycling too. Here in Central Ohio, about 90% of the recyclables that are picked up from our homes stay local. They're turned into new products right here in the state of Ohio, and many right here in the Franklin County region. So while there are certainly environmental benefits and things to feel good about from an environmental standpoint, we can all feel good that when we choose to recycle correctly at home, we're hoping to support jobs and make new products right here in Columbus.
All right, I want you, Dr. Bertley, to tell me the truth here. Did kids seem to recycle right a little more easier, I would say, than parents? Because I feel like we got a lot of kids that come into COSI, they see those exhibits, they probably get it. They get it really quick, don't they?
I'm glad you really brought that up. I mean, again, we see over 750,000 people in this building, and, parents and families come, and obviously the kiddos come and they run through the building, but they're so excited to be at COSI. So it's almost like we're in a holy space. So what they see and take in at COSI, they really appreciate. And so at this great museum with our dinosaur exhibit and Marvel and all this good other stuff, they're seeing a recycling exhibition here, and it really resonates with them. And so they love it. And the other important piece I want to mention with this partnership with SWACO, not only do we have this great exhibit, we won a community impact grant. And so that allowed us to get funds to support over 40 different recycling spaces in our building. So not only do we have a great exhibit, but COSI, with the help of SWACO, is practicing what we preach by ensuring that kiddos and parents are seeing all these other spaces outside the exhibit where we can recycle. And it really resonates with the kids, but also the parents.
Okay, we know it starts at the top a lot often, but we love when the kids come home and they know, how important recycling is. So you can go to recycleright.org to learn exactly what you should be putting in those blue bins. And of course, go to COSI, check out the recycling exhibit, check out all the new stuff. Marvel is there. You still got COSI Connects if you want to do an at-home option as well. So thank you guys both for being with me today.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. My pleasure.